You used to love your art. You'd lose hours in it. You'd light up when someone asked about it. But now even thinking about creating makes you feel heavy. You tell yourself you're just tired, but deep down you wonder, did I lose it? Did I lose me? Welcome to the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise Artist podcast, where artists of all kinds come to fuel their passion, sharpen their skills, and thrive in their creative lives. I'm your host, Lara Bianca-Pilcher, life and creativity coach and fellow artist, here to support you on your artistic journey. Whether you're a performer, writer, visual artist, or any kind of artist, this is the space for real talk, practical advice, and inspiring stories. Subscribe and join us each week for more inspiration and actionable insights to fuel your artistry. Let's dive in and get inspired. Hi there, friends. I'm Lara Bianca-Pilcher, life and creativity coach for dancers, actors, singers, writers, visual artists, essentially artists of all kinds. And my mission is to help you reclaim your creative identity and thrive, even in a world that feels more saturated than ever. In today's episode, we're going to talk about burnout, how it can steal your spark, your confidence, and even your sense of self, and how it can also be the turning point that brings you back stronger than ever. So, if you've been feeling numb, discouraged, or like your art has slipped through your fingers, this episode is for you. Let's be real, burnout doesn't always arrive with flashing warning signs. Sometimes it just creeps in. It can start with a packed schedule. You're rehearsing, auditioning, creating, teaching, maybe even juggling a day job, and you tell yourself, this is what it takes. Until one day you wake up and the thing you used to love feels heavy. You don't want to open your notebook. You avoid the studio. You scroll past your own instrument without even touching it. I've coached artists who are terrified to admit this, both to themselves and to me. And one actor told me, if I say I'm burned out, it feels like I'm admitting that I'm not cut out for this. And a dancer once whispered, I don't think I want to dance anymore, and I don't know who I am without it. Oh gosh, I understand these feelings. And here's the truth, bomb. Burnout doesn't mean you've lost your talent or that your art no longer matters. It means something in you is out of alignment in your life. Effort, reward, identity, or all three. Psychologists describe burnout as an erosion of engagement. It's when the passion that once fueled you gets drained because the energy you're putting out is no longer matched by meaningful reward. And reward here isn't always money or recognition. It's also joy, growth, community, and a sense of purpose that you get from being an artist and doing art. And artists are uniquely vulnerable to this because our identity is so deeply tied to what we create. When the work stops feeling rewarding, it doesn't just feel like, I don't want to create today. It feels like, I don't know who I am anymore. And that can be a really scary place to be. That's why recovery from burnout isn't about pushing harder, just getting over it, getting through. It's about stepping back, restoring the balance, and rebuilding your creative identity from a place of care, not urgency. So here are 3 psychology-backed shifts I coach my clients through. Number 1 is reduce the pressure to perform. For a season, make creativity about the process, not the product. What it looks like when you're just doing the product is audition to book, or write to get signed, to get published. So let's go back, let's strip it back to the process. No deadlines, no finished pieces, just movement, words, notes, colors. Give yourself permission to make bad art, terrible art, without the shame. Number 2, Reintroduce micro rituals. The brain loves small, consistent cues. 5 minutes of journaling in the morning, a single scale on the piano, 1 photograph a day. This will rewire your brain to see art as safe and nourishing. Again, we all started in a place of nourishment, and it's often the first thing that goes in the saturated, commercialized world. Number 3, reconnect with community, because isolation fuels burnout. Being alone fuels burnout. Find safe spaces online, or even better if you can in person, where you can talk about your struggles without judgment. Shared humanity dissolves the lie that it's just me, I'm a failure, I must suck as an artist, all those things that happen in our subconscious and sometimes conscious mind. By the way, if you are struggling to connect with a human to talk about this, consider coaching with me, a one-on-one session. I take you through a science-backed journey to help you get unstuck and move forward. Just go to my website and head to coaching. If this is resonating, I want you to take the next step gently. Grab my free guide, Stuck in a Creative Rut, at my website as well, laurabiancapilcher.com/freebie. Inside, you'll find 3 powerful yet simple steps to help you reignite the momentum when you feel burnt out and stuck and you don't know why. And if you've already got that, maybe you want to go further. And if you want a structured reset, my 7-day mini course, Reignite Your Creativity in 7 Days, is just $37. It's so affordable right now. And I hope to keep it that way as long as possible. But just as I've got started with this, putting it out in the world, it's got that promo price. And it's ready for you right now, anytime. You can find that also at laurabiancapilcher.com/courses, and you can also head to the links in my show notes. But for now, let's get back to what's possible for you. Let's dive into a little reality check or reframe. Here's something I need you to hear. Burnout is not a verdict. It's a checkpoint. It's not a destination. It's a checkpoint on your life story, on the journey that you're on. And if you've been feeling like you can't keep up, or maybe you've lost it, remember you've been here before, not in the exact same way, but you have faced seasons that are dry. You've had self-doubt, you've had slow seasons, and you came back. And the difference this time is that you can come back with more intention instead of returning to the exact same patterns that drained you. You can build rhythms that protect your creative energy, your creative spark. I did this recently myself. I could feel as I was coming up to the summer break that my kids go on for school over here in the US. Yes, I'm an Australian in the US. I could feel that I was losing my spark for my work. I've become very attuned to what I'm feeling, both in my body because of my background in dance, but also in my heart and my mind. It's something I've practiced for many, many years, and what led me to become a coach. And I could tell that I was starting to feel like, here's a good metaphor for it. I'm really thirsty and I haven't stopped to give myself a glass of water. And a lot of us do this. We ignore these basic needs. And I could feel that I was heading towards just feeling less passionate and less energy towards my work, because that is the nature of our human existence. We go hard and then we're meant to rest hard. But often we just keep going, especially in the American culture. I could feel I needed a break, and I already knew that I had scheduled that because I do it every year across the summer break. I think I took just July off this year. In the past, I've done June and July, but this year I just decided on July. It was a lovely break, not from everything in life, but just from constant output and push. And that means sometimes like saying no to projects that aren't aligned, for you. It means sometimes that you can come back, protecting yourself and building rhythms to protect you. It might mean taking the time to rediscover why you create in the first place. It might even mean changing the way you measure success, not by output, but how you live and you feel when you create something. what it does inside of you. Your art will wait for you. Your identity is not lost. You are starting not from scratch. You're starting from experience. And that is a beautiful place to start because you have the wisdom and the foundation to sustain yourself. So for a creative spark, which is a little exercise from me, this week I want you to set a timer for 5 minutes and create something without the pressure. Without pressure for it to be good or even halfway good. A sketch, a paragraph, a melody, a dance phrase. The only rule is you can't edit or judge it while you make it. Let yourself cringe, let it be bad, and celebrate it. There is something that happens in your brain when you realign with those permissions as an artist and a creative. Thank you for listening to this episode of Healthy, Wealthy, Wise Artist Podcast. Burnout isn't the end. It's a turning point. It's a signal on your life journey that you need to tune in to whether you need that glass of water, both physically, but also I'm talking as a metaphor. And you get to decide how you come back from that burnout feeling. Don't forget to grab the free guide, Stuck in a Creative Rut, at my website, larabiancapilcher.com/freebie. There's also the course there, Reignite Your Creativity in 7 Days for only $37 under courses at my website. Next week, we're going to be talking about a really great little topic. It is, what if you're not making anything right now? We often hear, make your own work, produce your own work, all these kind of things thrown around, but what if you're not? How do you navigate that? Until then, keep showing up for the dream, because showing up for the dream is showing up for yourself. Beautiful friends, and I am with you on the journey. P.S. If you're still listening, jump on the platform that you're on and I ask you to just leave a 5-star review. You can put a comment or you can just hit the stars. It's really, really quick. And that helps me to get in the good books of whatever platform that you're on and helps other people find the podcast as well. All right, friends, see you next week. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in to the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise Artist Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss an inspiring conversation or actionable insight. You can read the show notes and learn more at larabiancapilcher.com. And be sure to share this episode with fellow artists who could use a little extra inspiration. Until next time, keep creating, stay audacious, and remember, your artistry matters.